A political earthquake just hit Washington. 20 prosecutors gone. And the person swinging the axe? Attorney General Pam Bondi. But here's where it gets juicy. She's doing it right after receiving public praise from Donald Trump. And guess who these prosecutors were working for? Jack Smith, the man leading the criminal investigations into Trump himself. Yep, it's not just a shuffle. It's a full-on power play. And it has everything to do with Epstein, revenge, and the fallout from the 2024 election. In a town already on edge, this move wasn't just shocking. It was strategic, and depending on which side you ask, it's either the beginning of a much-needed DOJ reform or the collapse of checks and balances in real time. Let's break it all down. The Pam Bondi-Trump connection. Not just support, it's strategy. Pam Bondi's rise to national fame wasn't accidental. A former Florida Attorney General, she first caught Trump's eye during his 2016 campaign. The two were seen together at Mar-a-Lago, and rumors swirled about her potential role in a future Trump administration. But what really forged their alliance was loyalty and timing. Bondi publicly defended Trump during both of his impeachments. She called the investigations media-fueled witch hunts and openly criticized prosecutors who targeted him. That loyalty was finally rewarded in 2025 when Trump, after his re-election loss, but still a powerful force, backed Bondi for Attorney General. And now she's making moves that seem less about justice and more about settling scores. Trump's posts on Truth Social were crystal clear. Pam Bondi is fearless. She's fixing the DOJ, which was a total disaster. Thank God someone's brave enough to do it. And with that endorsement echoing in the headlines, Bondi made her play. She fired or reassigned 20 prosecutors, many of whom were directly connected to the special counsel's office under Jack Smith. These weren't low-level staffers. They were key operatives in the ongoing investigations into Trump's handling of classified documents, fake electors, obstruction of justice, and the January 6th Capitol attack. And just like that, gone. To insiders, it felt like a surgical strike, an intentional, high-level takedown of the very team that had the former president in its crosshairs. Coincidence? Unlikely. Coordinated? Almost definitely. The Epstein angle. Buried cases, hidden names. The Bondi-Epstein connection isn't new, but it's back with a vengeance. Before Epstein's arrest in 2019 and his mysterious death in federal custody, there were years of allegations. Years when local and state prosecutors could have taken action, but didn't. And guess who was Attorney General in Florida during some of that crucial window? Pam Bondi. While she's never been formally accused of wrongdoing, many victim advocates say she failed to press hard enough, failed to listen to victims, and failed to pursue leads that could have made a difference. In 2011, Bondi's office declined to reopen Epstein's sweetheart deal that let him avoid serious jail time. When questioned, she said the case had already been handled federally, but critics didn't buy it. Now the Epstein scandal has reappeared, and not by accident. According to sources within the DOJ, a sealed list of names connected to Epstein was scheduled for internal review by the very prosecutors Bondi just removed. Some of those prosecutors had been quietly revisiting past Epstein-linked cases involving political donors, hedge fund executives, and even former politicians. Bondi claims her purge had nothing to do with Epstein, but with the timing, the optics are damning. One insider told Reuters, "It's like wiping the hard drive before someone checks the files." Did Bondi act to protect herself, or was it a broader attempt to control the narrative before new names are revealed? Either way, the Epstein case is no longer just about a dead predator. It's become a political time bomb, and Bondi may be doing everything she can to bury the fallout. Who are these prosecutors? The 20 purged. So who exactly got cut? Among the ousted were James Kessler, lead on the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case Alyssa Mead, special prosecutor focused on obstruction charges Ravi Desai, oversaw the fake elector scheme in Michigan and Georgia. Linda Cho, lead counsel working directly with January 6th committee findings. These weren't newbies. Some had been working on Trump-related investigations since 2021. They'd compiled thousands of documents, secured dozens of witness statements, and were preparing for indictment hearings just weeks away. Now, their work is stalled. Their replacements, handpicked by Bondi, are reportedly less experienced and far less aggressive. Internal DOJ memos reveal an immediate freeze on several court filings. Grand jury proceedings have been delayed. Subpoenas withdrawn. Jack Smith's office is, in the words of one DOJ staffer, crippled. This wasn't just a reshuffle. It was a direct hit to Trump's legal enemies. And perhaps most telling, not one of the 20 fired prosecutors received prior warning. No reviews, no performance discussions, just a letter and a security escort out. The bigger picture, Trump's DOJ comeback? Let's zoom out. If Bondi's move is just the beginning, what's the endgame? After the 2024 election, where Trump lost but remained one of the most influential figures in American politics, many speculated he would try to reshape the Justice Department from the outside. He didn't need to be president to have power. He just needed allies in the right places. Pam Bondi appears to be the perfect pawn or partner. Legal experts warn this could be the first step in a broader legal realignment, where loyalty replaces law and justice becomes just another political weapon. Trump's critics call it authoritarianism. His fans call it accountability. But here's what we know. Prosecutors are out, investigations are stalled, and the message to other agencies is loud. Cross Trump and you're next. This could be the DOJ's Saturday Night Massacre moment, the modern-day equivalent of Nixon's infamous purge of Watergate investigators. And it raises one haunting question. What if Trump's legal troubles simply disappear? What happens to Jack Smith now? Jack Smith still technically holds the title of special counsel, but without his team, he's a general with no army. 20 top staffers gone means evidence gets delayed, filing deadlines missed. Cases that once had momentum now drown in bureaucracy. Smith's office has already filed emergency appeals, calling Bondi's actions unprecedented interference with federal investigations. But Bondi insists it's just routine restructuring. Routine? When all 20 happen to be tied to Trump probes? Even the most neutral observers are calling foul. Democratic senators are demanding an inquiry. Legal watchdogs have filed ethics complaints. And behind closed doors, Smith is reportedly considering resignation, though that could send the wrong message. If Smith walks away, it could permanently derail efforts to hold Trump accountable in court. And that may be exactly the point. Media war. Fox versus MSNBC, two realities. As expected, the media landscape exploded. Fox News immediately called Bondi's actions a bold correction and long overdue. Hosts like Sean Hannity praised her for cleaning up the DOJ swamp. Meanwhile, MSNBC labeled it a constitutional crisis in motion. Rachel Maddow opened her segment with, "This is not justice. This is dictatorship disguised as reform." Social media was no different. Reddit threads filled with whistleblower speculation. YouTubers posted hour-long breakdowns of internal DOJ emails allegedly leaked by fired prosecutors. Everyone has a side, and in this information war, truth is becoming harder and harder to pin down. What this means for you, precedent of power. You might be thinking, I'm not into politics. Why should I care? Because this isn't just about Trump or Bondi. It's about precedent. If powerful political figures can shut down investigations into themselves by firing prosecutors, what's to stop others? Imagine a future where any president or party in power can erase legal threats with a signature. That's not democracy. That's control. What we're seeing now is more than just a DOJ controversy. It's a blueprint for political immunity. And once that door opens, history tells us it's nearly impossible to close. The bottom line, Trump praised Pam Bondi and she swung the axe. Jack Smith's team has been gutted. The Epstein case is back in the headlines. And the Justice Department, it may never be the same again. This isn't just a story, it's a warning. Because in DC, the real power plays never happen in public until they do. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. We've got more coming, and trust us, it's only getting messier.